Hello. You don't need a bank loan. You don't need to pray and fast again. All that you need is to find a problem. Why? Because the problem or the money problem that you desire or the amount you desire is hide in a problem. You want 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, all this amount is hiding in a problem. And that's why today we have met here say yebede yebeka what problem and I say which problem na ede osikan eshim. Sikano eshe problem bi mu. Until so be unsa problem no. Osikane mba. Until don't pray again. Stop praying. Stop fasting. It's time to find that problem. It's time to find that problem. Memo akwaba ewo SOS Entrepreneur Hub. Today we are talking about agribusiness in Ghana. Why you must start small today. Why you must start small today. Starting small is not a shame. Starting small is not something that you need to be ashamed. Starting small is a strategy. That's why we are here. Say you become awesome. It is a who desire, say, it's your desire, it's your prayer, say, open 1 million, 2 million, 3 million. Amount to be a no. Start seeking that problem now. Usikana akushimono. When we come to problem in this world now, nasi Ghana, one of the problem I have Ghanaians is food. I repeat, one of the problems Ghana our Ghanaians are facing food, aduane. Nti memo akwaba se wuti SOS. Mr. se bo modern se obe subscribe se won subscribe ya se ubeti e kire nso a yeda nyame asese wo kreke video so yeda asese se wonya odo bi so obeti e video no bo modern so obe subscribe mai na obe like video no no ma mehu comment no se woni me ye agree say the problem in Ghana no one of the most problem in Ghana is food mami hu. So all the amount that you need is hiding in a problem. Let me explain and you understand why you need to find a problem. And a problem a food na mekan. Now you can't get food unless say wako agriculture mu. You can food you have two types of food. You have chemical food and you have the rare food unyankopon de boy. Enti say you kasa na ene de menu mi no me pese kasa fa the rare food natural food no e ho asem where your money problem no and answer o millions na uhia no hide. The first one, you cannot give a Ferrari car American. You cannot give a Ferrari to a young boy who need lances or the bed or the bedpin. Na so what the Ferrari man obi say onye the on driver abla only lances here. And I say in the lances and the first time or the driver or the pimo the cost involved no is too high. Only me ya adwena mpacho mami ho comment section ase. But it's what the bicycle Emma will be a afena was your lances here. What the bicycle no hwa bicycle no dey na obesori stia no na echim no wagina so no wachinchim no watene no eno ano no. The reason why you can why you must start small today is say what if you say time you go school and as school time na your primary na go GSS na go SS adintra Untimi mfiti preko penko secondary school mani nye. The same when you come to farming in Ghana, no, it's the same. When you come to starting a business, it's the same. So don't start dreaming, planning 100 acres of land. Now, we aim say ubenya 100 million, $100,000 $50,000, and sana ubesha o pharmacy. Paper dream, no, enough of paper dream. It's time to pull your dream from the paper. You're dreaming of paper, so I check. Why? If you say you're say the big way, there will be a babu in some my, but ye handsome bo. The intia me no kasa asem we say ye nyina ye mfunso ni bi. So wo sha ase I didn't know so sha ase ketewa bi. Wo sha ase ketewa bi a ye wo process ewo ho enemy pursue ayi bi wo ewo your social media handle ni nyina so wo hwa abe ho. Time, space, and principles. So we compromise one of these things na bibia wo pese obedi bia no foundation is just say shaky. So say you pese you build a huge farm, you pese you be the most producer of rice in Ghana. I will see a chassis from there. Kitwebi 1 acre. And I want to talk to you say if you can't market 1 acre a product here, forget about marketing 100 acres of product and as a farm produce. So before say ube move from 1 acre to 100 acres of farm produce, you need to master marketing about 1 acre. Semi media 1 acre banchia. Eye de ya metimi aton. Me try 2 times here. Menya mastering home. The next time menya day menya me customers. Me ye banchi ni ready a ombeje. So before you move to 100 acres, please master the 1 acre farm before. So when you are able to market 1 acre farm produce, then you can move to 100 acres farm produce. The third one, I'm sorry, say, mean you so slide in EBO because of something, technical issue. But the third one, person can say, the first one, no, me the children say, would the Ferrari man will be away, waji lances, new lances, waji lances be a year, what the car never show, or the show a cost of involved, a high. But it's all the bicycle man, no, the quashua, and no so best or no chim steer, no attentive steer, and one. And I make catch say, before you can go to 100 acres of land in farm produce, you need to master 1 acre the farm produce marketing. Okay, you got third. Traction way, and as action attract the idea, attract a momentum, and a momentum also attract mastering. Mami church kakra. Say, what should be the moment in a you begin to say, Ube say when your motion be some motion you will mind ya. And you may be what by the time goes on, nothing will tin me say. It is said in a wussity say wouldn't be piano. Then you realize say, and your man would dress and win in a crown, and yen enough. And your mafo for be hook on a win. After Ubasha say no would you uncomo. Ubos will be a comfort for Biachero. Yarmetani a jedu dincomo. Ubos you do a cassim so penny, but assuming you okay, the mission. If we say, so quality wa the woman say and only the most. But the moment I say so no be din komo na one so that type of knowledge na wo no. Ubos wo ne share no. Ho na be say expansion a knowledge na ye the air so. So one shall now keep dreaming on the paper, drawing, 100 acres. Me the way besham, the way besham said the near you be na. At the moment na ubenya 100,000 no, satam no, now lose all the opportunities here. I pass it through. And until na Mr. say no first Sunday share so say but more than so best subscribe to your YouTube channel. Ne follow your Facebook page and WhatsApp community so bra join. The important thing is whatever your dream are, any farming ko, SOS any farming ko ne kasa fa ho. You can't farming any agribusiness, any business be ever. But the me person me won say, ye nyina no your big dream wo. But the big dream no, ehia so be de, obe sha seke to e bi. And na me pursue sade no. The destination no, any big dream no. But before so be drew destination, I was always say with a vehicle, and as a car, and as a bicycle. Now, so one full bicycle now, I bet you what to make the destination. Stop fasting, stop praying, stop waiting for approval, validation. It's time for you to start small. Starting small will give you advantage of space, time, and principles. Ultimately, master all these three now. Three core pillars of successful business now. Open successful business be na time, space, and principles. Don't compromise one of these three. Time, space, and principle. Yanko the next one. Now it can be said all the money that you desire no, is hiding in a problem. And that problem need to be solved. No? I come in so bad you be find that particular problem. No? But Ghana, your one first problem a food, how to market it and how to produce it. What are you doing about it? And yet by force to say Uber the producer of BBR. And yet by force so also could be Bruno. Uber position yourself between the consumer and the producer and also the farmer. And when you do that thing, here 100,000 of Ghana cedis and 100,000 of dollars and son what much I say or you start with an idea, we start with a principle, intermediate, mediation, communication. There are so many farmers here, or money produce, but we have less agripreneur or my ready somebody or the middleman to focus to say on the farm produce no and through the needed no. There's much gap. So when is kakra na ubetimi ahye 2026 any time I was here train bio. Wherever you find yourself, wherever you are, you can start from there. Whether you have a money or you don't have money, whether you have land or you don't have land, you can start from there. Starting from there, and then say, "Obey Uber Tenase." You take your pen and paper. Then you decide, say, a day any problem, Ghana, food. A day any problem, Ghana, how to market farm produce. A day any problem, Ghana, food, farm produce losses. A day any problem, Ghana, valued added chain farm produce. Any problem Ghana have. Let me tell you one thing. Ubeka chem say uye doctor, uye nurse, uye physician, tin uye uye say obede ubeka kodofu. But you can put your knowledge, you can put your expertise in farming still. Adintra. Because there are so many people omunim say sa particular way your friend of the na you see me yira finity to say there ye krom na ye so no ye ka say ye de pam ensamanfo udi gugu we da no a ene economies a abayifo ntimi ma hwa na junior de it is stage ne me yira fi me pacha mo ma me wo comment section so wa wo kai na me hu na me ntimi enka ye de hye hadwene mu say this particular thing eyade bi a epama bayifo ene nsamanfo nti no enu nko purpose so obi ni se ohia so be pam efia bayifo ana so be pam nsamanfo a onsu saade no. But that is a misconception eku ye Ghana, because that particular who you sua you don't know the benefit here was ha it is a journey me think kiti Mr. Mami who comment section as Mami who Mr. Moda wo tie me pacho wo hu ade kra me kana e wo pampan udi ana ajiwo num na ajiwo ho saade we say ye de ahye etirim say ye de ye de pam abayifo ne yintiti ejusu. But it's a we a nurse now, you're a doctor, you can start teaching others about the benefit of your niema garlic if one nyamishra me that's garlic na mpesa make ibusian for. So you see say enye se me fa sekan na me fa tractor na me fa ayinkwa akodofo nkwa any agribusiness Ghana. In every corner you can teach others the knowledge about the important, the benefit of Yenema. This type of garlic in Ayekano, and here a whole program, a live show, a live program to spread the importance of garlic. Ye mubino, yedi na mekahubi. Na mi so na mi see the yete toto corners for just abayifo ne nsamanfo. Nti wudi no wa adwene wo mu ano no. Not knowing say it was so benefit we ni pediemu a nke osen ke every time be yebenya nke ye nkwan bi a e was garlic dem ye yesti wan ke was garlic dem enti mamo ate ase say you don't need so be there obakwa farm nkwan enti men kan kire me say na no na me no obi ka so ka jem say oh sorry SOS dey mintie because me no onya dey a manage farm ho me manage importation business ya aka no. I'm so okay, no problem, boss. But SOS say otras na hwe ni me a enye se yekodo nko a enti misrew mo man kan kire afoforo say Ghanaian ye wo problem food no say ye beti ye ho awareness about the benefit and how to produce it, how to conserve it, and how to eat it. There's this guy be onye Ghana ni minim country kro but oye broni Instagram na ono ye duane na wugina na wo hwe ni video a wo kon bedo eduru bi ko timi ye duane bi na meto na mise duane okra me Ghana kwa minim siesie. There's another girl your friend Chef Abis one so they promote you ni ane enti one so betimi take this particular thing attention no way they way explain aduane bia one by one body no way explain senye sakwa na SOS ye be start de no okay ye be but one nurse so no obeka yare a se we ni a edey ye de be dey ye benya because ye mududo na ye just enwane ni di and ye to one ye dey ye di Maggi abrawo garlic na se wo garlic no na se wo hata kora na wobetimi aye powder wo de yi monko wobetimi ahata na wotimi de sia fra garlic no eno ba be your spices wobetimi de ameko kakra fra wobetimi anya wo little spices ya homemade. There is so many advantage benefit ewo yendua and diemu ya agribusiness for Ghana. And the money that you are looking for, the $100 million and as euros and as a cedis now you are looking for is hiding in a problem that you need to solve it. Where is the problem? Go and find it in your environment. Who a teacher, you can start teaching your children, your school and students, you can start teaching them about the knowledge on the self-awareness of a yeni. Business idea and answer opportunity medium comparison. Ubetima comparison. O take Ghana yediane, no take outside yediane. Now why they all advantages and disadvantages. Problem they say, and yes, outside the diane nya papa, but the environment in a woman and it make it outside the diane too much of it, it make it a wrong, because I say ya me they say an anopane -5 and mark I want to mark a secret but me even say man and anopane -5 it is say -5 no say me di aduane bi a heavier let me take say sa pizza ni sausages near the dinner my body ehia say obenya de obe work it up because ohia so be keep me body in heat enti minti me fiti preko pen ka say me kwakonom tea na no ano no ebedu ba bi mani so be hatu but say me di bi a heavier it me produce the carbohydrate me body no ma me so metimi e dey metimi face awo no but say what ye fie na say what ye mfi frame dada. Okay, now every day be the pizza na ebedi anajo anumere 9 o'clock no obedi pizza sa na obedi for the whole week ya, you have a problem. Me man penifo aba no mso de omo de aba no ye me pa kire an say agribusiness in Ghana no why you must start small today no say it give you advantage the cheap mistake, because everything will mistake be bia no cheap for the first step no but ye mo no yes ye fere ye sha seketo bia obi ni obi ntiase wo besere ye fere se be kan wasem ade na wo ye me ye portrait. Nobody is telling you say untimi sha say 5,000 best. You can start 5,000 best, but remember the 5,000 best you are starting say yare simo a peking crying udi kana be fie, but when you start 50 best ya na say yare simo a you can still me who say missing kano obetimi adwene just obetimi ada without having a serious issues of my say obedwene. Enti why you must start small on it today near the cheap mistake number 1, starting small no a more cheap mistake. You learn the process, you learn everything, and for every business say farming say business importation be bia opeso ye bia no say them kind for you to be a successful in it you need the time, space and principles. Be careful my media to Facebook near YouTube and WhatsApp don't compromise it. Oh, compromise here, problem. Because when you compromise, you say man can say a principle, then you fall against something. Uni foundation is weak. And I want to me and catch him say, would you cocoa net? Now, person cocoa no chinyampa. That is time. And I say, ukra, one protoa, untimi near 100 trees of cocoa. That is space. And the principles involved in say the principles in the core a year kia in here. I what be beer a what we are say. You need to do your principles you need to do any so. So farming no and I say business biano on the principles. Until I make yourself why you must start small today. Forget it will be better or will be better. And you're fair. Say sorry way so be a SS from your woe no they call SS there. And I didn't also here from the biggest dream. And I'm about second point. Before you go into 100 acres of farm, no, you need to master the 1 acre market. You need to master in 1 acre market before so you go to 100 acres. And the third one, air traction. You see, a BBTBH, open a big one, open eba. It said, far, or more fishermen for our consume no more train, no, or more train, or more train. Starting small, no, will give you advantage of traction. You learn the process, and the process will make you successful. Nyame shira se woni ye hye mu ase nyame shira se wa like video no nyame shira se mame hu bia wo kasa oti ye free isra mo mame hu bia muti ye free na share video no so link no ne emma ekamfo ma afoforo so muti ye na ye man ye mpanimfo so akwaba openi misameno bacho why ready and also person wo kasa late na me ma akofam semra
Matomra me kasa late.
Okay, yo me that's it. Senior Nana Farms.
Just
Bacho ya mwakwaba.
mejosu na umpum.
Ya miado mboko na bacho nswe.
In fact da manyankopo na.
Ede nyamiase. Ebusi afọ utie mi wa afena wa behie mu ayeda se ya mwakwaba. Farms yo bi a oye ye ka rabbitry farm ya. Oye mu expert. And say ka why you must start small today na. Onu abetimi am advantage say and the obema reason why you must start small no. Enunti tie nenum asem no we are na so person start a year rabbit farming na uhia sika kese bia ketwe bi o social media handles we are follow no na yenko enim me da say senior mpacho timi kasa
Uncle Charles me da say na mechia benefo adi kan abaso nyina Mr. Manu Mr. Felix ene ajadu mu nyina mechia obi ama se sent comment nso ene omo maka no Mr. Winnie mu nyina nso comment section o mechia obi
oh really fena me kokore actual kesi ayim
you made the issue they said that be a no starting small. Yes. But I could just can say as I would only GDU. Say Kruma be a yamine. What I say.
okay
It's you would GDA say in ya starting quantity and yame be kana my.
it's true
But no can say we say no and yet no correct. Systems and strategies. Plans and yede bibia ma no ekoso na eyeyi because ade na okowuram so onim ho nim dia na uwuram a se challenges bia ba be thing se obetumi meet up na wa solve situation no se de tie pepepe to go into any other thing, any other business, be it agriculture, industry, and I say any other sector of business, you need to have a certain level of expertise. You need to get some kind of knowledge. What the opposite ukoyenim. And sana dena woye no wetimi wastasi ekrampo so obey. Because in as much as we are moving forward day by day, knowledge you cannot do away with it. It is something that is always important that we keep it. The moment we do away, so we the kwakwaye you will scar with me aye. Sika de wo ho, ube invest sika no. But the results na e was say ban one hwa wunya ne sa because knowledge na was wunya no. So when nya nsi a e be den ama. In this sense, ade also ye ne say e bia banchi na opesa wodo, ebru na opesa wo ye, whichever it way. The kaipe obi a owo ho nimdeɛ na kɔ ne nkyɛn na bisa no relevant questions any important notice bi a also pick answer kra na wawura mu nso so a enye so akwa kosua de ni nti wo ba na no ba be fa bi a be 50 acre land na 40 acres na 10 acre kra na wadua no straight away. No, wasase ne de wato is true, wato 10 acres, wato 100 acres, but to start with ebia ye bia be 5 ana ebia be 2 acres bi nefa hwe sene ebesia kwa ma uwie na uhunu systems no, uhunu market no, challenges wo mu ni adade nyina wi before you roll it out big time. But so fiti preocupe rolling it out na o start say oh yeah afi ko dru kwan finfin na ahokyere bi ba ebe den ama wo so betimi meet up. Enti da bia no ya na ye 24 ye ka say start small nye say bia gidie ni eni se ne ya na ebi mu kan no gidie ni de wo ho no kre, but system na egu akwam no you can't skip it. Protocols I said offer to no you can't move from step 1 to step 3 or 4. You have to move from step 1 2 3 order. Business that is akola oba ekwa awo so. Business that oba ekwa awo so. Edin kan obefa seed no for the first 9 months. 9 months no nyina afi na baby no ebe nyini wo ne yam ne bibia akwa kosi. After 9 months no wawo akola ne na ba asase we say so. Onfiti preocupe emma no emu endi. Onfiti preocupe ntiti fufuo hye nanum. Akola be start with breast milk. Onfiti preocupe ntumirika, onfiti preocupe nante, onfiti preocupe nwia. Eye process, eye nkakra. Ti bo se akola ne benya 3 years no. Samre no wotimi nante tumirika, but ubezo ne kasa no kra no be se emu nye clear. Enti eye sa pepepe na tie. Enti we start business we don't start it say oh me pay quick money into me kwakoye business. No credit say if you want quick money, business is not an option. Probably politics or home. And I say be a bit my sorry. I don't do it. Quick money see a month for this cababa. But with business, a steady growth, a systems and strategies and a year juma business. Ade bia opesa wo ye bia no obi adinkan aye. Obi ye bi pen obetima kosua bibia free ne ho. Na the master the America can say this time ya na yempe how do we call it? We don't value self-investment. A key bia ye missing nowadays, and I believe that is the reason why a lot of entrepreneurs are not able to survive. Self-investment is key. Pay money to learn. If I'm coming into my rabbitry, say I'll frame rabbitry for consultancy. Maybe 1,000 Ghana cedis. No credit say 1,000 Ghana cedis, no. The cost of 5 animals, and uncle 5, and 1,000 Ghana cedis. But nipa oka so onto 1,000 cedis na efa ye training ni man consultation na da nyina no ohun say is kakese adana betu 1,000 cedis. But so utu 1,000 cedis na knowledge na obenya no and never be guided will farm no all through the rest of the years ahead. Afa is going to give you numbers. So you sacrifice 5 animals for a number that is way, way, way higher than that. Because we don't want to invest in ourselves. Debiano, you feel say systems no air run here giant. Adena obi do banchi last year when yam faso made them be do be the minyam faso. Obi Bruno and Nipani Diano when yam na made them minyam faso. The Nipana Odia Bruno when yam faso no or was follow systems no. Enipano was shia dear ehunu. Enti Debiano onim baby also ordinary nine bako is see not the bako can see. He knows when to move and when not to move. What to do and what not to do. And in this business venture, we need to start small by first seeking for adequate knowledge. Knowledge about what we want to do. Deep knowledge that will help us to promote or grow our business. Business be a way be and here this year. Every other business be a was as it to be you need to learn. You need to invest in yourself first. You need to amass a lot of information about that. Me starting rabbitry, I started thinking about rabbitry somewhere 2022 June. And sana me and 1 day early 24 and I started construction of my cages. Then middle of 2024, then I bought rabbits and I kept them in my cage. And yes, me 2 years ago until Mejayo, me da so besi ene. Every single time, every single opportunity, Biano, I want to find out something about what I am doing. And you know, the moment I make share challenge, meaning say, Ebi adi we SME adi we SME. And then networking in that industry now, say a crop farming, a maize, a cassava, whichever crop it is. I was a winner on one ye be now do who bo. You see, if you want to go fast, or you have to go alone. But if you want to go far, go with somebody. It's a then away and so person we anything team dia. I also pay be on ye be challenge be a ubenyano. Ebianon when yas a challenge ni be previously. Okon one more obet me ama nim je oh me minya bi me any say. Minya bi me any say. That is how we grow. That is how we live upon we make our business fruitful and sustainable. But so if you preoccupy tam skakese di koko wuram na ukodru kwam wa unsandi network bia uni adequate information. Now this skakese san ko wuram a ubedru kwam no beka. Obeka say oh adwuma we omoka kra scanim. Adwuma omoka say scanim. There is no business that has no challenge. Business bia wo eso ene ne challenger ewo ho. Enti wo de no I also should challenge a womb now share one day. Now pay solutions to it. And anytime be an obikura bit me about what baby share be free ho. Ever sakwa promote your business. The knowledge that you are sharing with people. And no crime man for whom. Et you book na or person obey be so nim one day. But the moment obey who say also will share knowledge about what you are doing no. Obetimi about ho abaji nimdie every ho. But nimdie you have to search for it first. You have to search for it first. Debi ameka say ade obi nya bi da na wo ya heading. And then go to TikTok, go to YouTube, go to Facebook, go to Google. Ade bi apeso ye bia obenya basic knowledge e wo ho. Ubenya obi a wo ye bi, ubenya obi a wa ye bi pen. Now all the one boss anipa no akosua de free ho no. It is high time we prioritize agric in Africa, Ghana especially. We can't keep on importing food. Banchine, brone, na me share video. We say there's some imported soya bean over a certain amount of dollars at the bar. So one of the African countries and business say, how do you import soya bean from the Western world to Africa? Me don't feed that information properly. And I'm saying, hey, it's because ya them ya relaxing say oh we there nyefe a baby. The Biamika agric, it is the center for the main pillar for African economy. The main pillar for African economy is agriculture. There's no other sector in the or African economy in much agric, because BBI free money ever. You can see a fan one by one. 90% of all the other sectors are economy can say it depending in every agric ni money ever. And you know, you can see a shiny near to your boss, yes, she more dear. Na ye de di juma ebeboa yen sha say ebusua dey about agric. You have to learn more. Animal husbandry now be here, crop farming now be here, animal feed, organic fertilizer. Whichever way, whichever aspect I'll be to take, go and learn about it. Na so usua ho ade na wo ba and also so no take your time, don't rush. Business don't rush about copim. Don't rush at all. Come to you. Let's start in a crabby. Na focus na usua de no. Ube say afi no nimde no dawso. It's all starting about ko afi na adru mienu, na adru enum, na ekonsia, na ekodu. And mpanifo wachiri. Kasa tenten entoponko. And Uncle Charles me de besi anum. Na mpanifo so de akrabe so. Medasi.
Nana, that's Nyamishrao. I was here for Aqua Farms and Akasano, said the Missicano, also expect to rabbitry moon. Aha, Jumediana Ediano, or Bia or Ba Ibeka Sebiano, or Jumedia O dear. So one can't share one on chess when you be here, or be here. And Utia no tin ye, say ye the all yen episode ye beer. But more than so be some information, ni titri the weakening points, the challenges involved. Don't just ask how I can say sika profit, whereby you mistake back on anything that be a person big, because yet say assume a this thing is making me $20,000 a month. Near person be and the person the answer person $20,000 but he names a sign pan before so by outside the Cancer 7. Well, first school be mo. So school ni any year fino. The hidden school no ni any year fino. Onia Prosper and as a Prospect Farms. Me pacha also Casa Free or UK. Now we can be set 10 acres of cassava farm. Now person join a WhatsApp community no. Me the email neighbor to ube fast email so now we send me email or my email na me the obeka home. Ena yesere wani die mu sa kasaba ma yehu the stage stage because obi bia wo SOS bia no ade a me pene se de wo ye bia no yeso ye be yusu immediate ni de ebo ho de ro e say ye ma me Mary e wo UK onso so adua kasaba e wo nsanwam side yo onso so de wo ma yehu ba bia wo se de ejedu kura onso so abusa na ebeboa ma mi kasa bia na mebo modern se me de bebam abon de euro ama wo na so so nya enho de eso mfaso internet se nyese wuti yenko mfaso so a o so ye de o so nya me da asnya mi shta nti senior Prospect Farms me di email neba for email so the test me why na ejedo so ntimi nya ba bia wo kasa free no your farm no no ejedo mi pacho ye nko sase wi ani ama opani msamenu awie bibia enti me mo akwaba ejedo so ye obi a Yeka farms, yeka agribusiness, or you're one of the authors here, or SOS here. Watch the 2 books after agriculture. But how to navigate agriculture in Africa, and how to be successful in farming with that bank loan and I say government support. Ni nyina wɔ Amazon.com. Ukwa na hwɛ David Edua obede ubenya saa de no. Open so a SOS Facebook page ye try go ho. Wohwehwɛ a obehu pages no ye ma post so many times. Ɛna oba WhatsApp community so a enso saa. Eja dum pacho memo akwa ba ni die mu.
Ejo so apani.
Pacho boko de.
Ebi ya boko nye ni nyina.
So penika se bi boko ni nyina na senpai na osiebo. Okay. Obeni, those deep dive in a diba no or the nugget in it. Obeni manenko, me da say.
Yo, medasi mechi ampenifo of a menu Aqua Farms, Mr. Felix. My who say Kwameti to Aboba Park and Zoo actually. Info any anuanom ni nyinaa wa mambo wodi no mfa nkyɛ me mekyia obi a ɛne ɔmo aba betie n'akyiri am sɛ saa aduro wei yɛhyɛ aseɛ sɛ yɛyɛ ho aduro no akyɛ and yɛka da biara sɛ ɛnyɛ asase ne kakraka a wobɛgye ɛna kyerɛ profit a wobɛnya ɛyɛ the experience you have, the knowledge you have, how to maximize and make good use of every section of the land you have until you can be successful on 1 acre. The success is not about the size of land, it's the experience you have and how you put your experience to work. And on the better how successful you will be because there or no edua banchi na utimi marketing a banchi ndua o processing a banchi no eton banchi no ɛhono no ɛnso ɛma afoforo no ne sika a obenya ɛyɛ different from the ɔno ne banchi nnua no ɔntumi ntɔn otwa banchi nnua no togu na banchi nankasa nso ɔtɔn no raw ɔmfa value bi anka ho ɛyɛ two different things ne nyinaa no adesua no ne problems na wobɛhwehwɛ no a wopɛ sɛ wo solve no ɛna ɛbɛkyerɛ direction a ɛwɔ sɛ wokɔ yɛn nyinaa bɛtumi akɔdua bankye ba ebi a meme bankye na medua no me target ɛyɛ different deɛ meme hwɛ no direction a mehwɛ yɛ different ebi a me no me produce for some company obi nso produce for daily feeding ɛyɛ two different things nti sɛ meme bɛka kyerɛ wo sɛ medua bankye 1 acre ɛna 1 acre no ɛmaa me 100,000 Ghana cedis a the face value now sometimes the face value is not the real value. You have to dig deeper to find out say kwan ben na me fa so a menya saa 100,000 no ebi abanchi no ɛbɔ no anaasɛ ɛnyi no na metwa nnua no ɛtɔn metɔn nnua no bi ansa na banchi no kora me betu banchi na haban no bi a mede yɛ biribi foforɔ there are so many things nti memfa obi asɛm a waka sɛ mekɔyɛ wei menya sika sei na mma sika no a woteeɛ no sika no din no a woteeɛ no mpursue into an industry where you have no knowledge asɛm wei wɔfama nu katam biara sɛ sua gye mmerɛ na sua deɛ wopɛ sɛ woyɛ no learn something dedicate time sɛ wo sɛ wopɛ sɛ woyɛ afuo na wonni time a wode sua afuo yi a ɛne asase no gye na fa dua ɛyi yɛfrɛ sɛ nsensan na nkwalaa mmɔ bɔɔl wɔ so because I know the win here knowledge be the ball too so no more. But if you want to go into some of these things, you need time and you need to consult people who are already in it. And fahu me enye de wako ABA a Greek university and BB ubetumi akọ farmers na omoye afuo area ho na ho. You can learn from them. Learning comes in different forms. Inti when obi a ɔno yɛ extension officer anaa wei a wobɛsua free no ho ahyɛaseɛ na you can learn from people who are already in the business. Approach them. Dabisa say adeɛ wei na mepɛ sɛ meyɛ, mpɛ sɛ meyɛ deɛ woyɛ ni bi. Saying na deɛn na wofam, sɛn na woyɛ no. Na sua. Sometimes you need to dedicate time to go and help them. Jemre na kɔkɔ tena hɔ na kɔyɛ bi. Fa wo nsa kɔhyɛ mu bi. Ɔbɛma wo kwan nko a. Oh, mepɛ sɛ weekend biara no me mokɔ farm a me ne mokɔ na mekɔhwɛ sɛdeɛ woyɛ wo supervise wo nkurɔfoɔ no sɛdeɛ woyɛ adwuma no. Dedicate some time. Nti woyɛ saa adeɛ no a you will learn for free at some point, and then sometimes you have to pay. Sometimes you have to pay people to give you advice on things you need. Sometimes you have to as I sacrificing bi because idea when then you need to have time, you need to dedicate some time and learn the craft. And wusia will never wow in the long run. Oh, nearby problems are here, and then I will come food. Food, there are so many aspects. Nnuane n'aba na abu no, wo no wobɛtumi ayɛ sɛ you want to store the food, you want to keep the food in storage. How do you store them? Ɛnyɛ ne nyinaa na aduane ne nyinaa na wohia fridge because electricity a problem a. Okay, ɛnɛ China for ada woroma solar panels wɔ hɔ. Nti wobɛtumi abuild a small solar farm bi a ɛno no bɛpower some your friend is saying a cooling system be a ODB cooling niyama for some time to extend the shelf life. Ubetimi aye no. Na wo focus no say aduane ni bu a me wo baabi a me store niyama no. Ubetimi akọ drying. And then say wonni your friend is saying dehydrator kra na wobɛtumi use net akɔ natural way a aboa bi a mesi so wobɛ use net ɛde ayɛ dehydration, natural dehydration anaasɛ natural drying na wayɛ ne nyinaa no. Sometimes when you are going into all those things, document your process, showcase deɛ woyɛ no na ma obi hu sɛ sei ni sei na mefa so a meyɛ me end product ne ba. And no negeni wo that trust and that belief say nipa no oji wedi wo hu say wa na wo ya ade no say de wo twitwa no say de wo hata say de wo protect no because and one thing is say everybody is health conscious today. Enti o process na wo ye no say wo document na o ma ne be transparent na nipa ni hu say de wo ya ade no wo packaging no wo niama na that is what draw the market to you. Enti there are so many fishes in the ocean. But every fisherman have their own target of what they want. Inti man can tell me say nipa dodo na yenti mensu mintimi nyebi. No. There is a niche for everyone, opportunity for everybody. If you even service ukuro na utimuno no with some quality stuff, ukuro no move no to kotena kurofo for so they will come back to you to buy because they know the quality you produce and the quality you have. Obi adwuma a ɔyɛ ane sɛ ɔsesa bɔɔla yɛfi no a wɔwɔ mpɛ no obi fa ɛyɛ multi-million industry saa fi no a wɔsɛ wɔ mpɛ no efi no generate nneɛma bebree wowɔ afuo wowɔ nneɛma wobɛtumi ahyɛ aseɛ agenerate wɔ ankasa wo biogas with the waste material na wo produce no waste material na woyɛ na generate organic fertilizer end product ma wo no heat na e produce no gas na e free mu no wobetumi di ano aduane wɔ farm ho wɔ poultry farm wobetumi ayɛ wow biodigester blue drums ya yɛ de ɛhyepo nneɛma kɔ blue drum acid drum yi saa acid drum na no wobetumi afa saa acid drum no na wode ayɛ wo biodigester kakra no wode nneɛma manure ne adeɛ bɛgu mu a ɛbɛ generate gas a wode bɛnoa aduane ama wo anaasɛ wo farm hɔ no sɛ wokum mmoa na woyusu egya de hye ɔmo ho enwi ne adeɛ de toto nneɛma a wobɛtumi ayusu saa wo natural gas no biogas na woyɛ no ayusu de apawa saa gas burner na woyusu no a wonkɔtɔ propane gas but ube use wo natural organic gas no biogas no na wo de aye saa adwuma na wo ye no. So all these things are near you have to look at it and you have to synchronize certain things, and it all takes time for you to think beyond what is closer to you, but think beyond the ɛwɔ wo ho no. Hwɛ akyiri, hwɛ daakye, na hwɛ nneɛma no a woyɛ no deɛ na bɛtumi ayɛ nti. One thing you are farming no has a lot of things you can generate out of. But yeah, no, yeah, you compare your who to nipa bebre. Don't compare yourself to too many people, but learn from few that you can master. Because the more you broaden your comparison horizon, no, and narrow and I say a limited will focus on good things that are closer to you. But when you start looking close to what is around you and making good use of what is around you, now you can extend your knowledge, from small way, Until now when we say cyclone estate kakra bi na momentum na build it na egada nneɛma na ɛyɛ kɛse afei wobɛdu baabi no na afei wo sent no na agye baabiara. So the smaller starting no around you and the community where you can lay your hands on. Don't be thinking say what in crying now no wo horizon ne say nneɛma a ɛkɔ so wɔ bolga tamale takoradi una obe solve Ghana problem meanwhile wo community na wotim no you've not solved any problem. Look for the little niches around you, solve that problem, use that experience, extend it like wildfire, and trust me, nobody can stop you if you build that momentum and you build it right. Maybe see our questions be ba ya no medasi.
Open answer that say I do deep dive in the kasa no say me kan no actually books Amazon moko ho how to be successful in agriculture Ghana no na so ba David Edu Amazon oba SOS WhatsApp Facebook page na so oba WhatsApp community nso so a Mr. Ma yehu ba bia wotie ye free ma yehu ba bia wotie ye free na se hawa ma yehu de wo ye se de ye nua prospect opani prospect farms nso so aka che so ye farms wo ye cassava no they say wa me yehu se nyame aduma June ene wo ye dey wo tu ni branch 10 acres of cassava and they say me no me no ye tie na se ni bibia ya what can we do no say be pick coordination farms ni wa say why ne be here 10 acres of cassava Ghana. Then you start looking for buyers aim for ne omo starch your Ghana factories your omo starch say type of cassava ni bia no mo here. Then you link up when we no go senior prospect farms who buy SOS ya ebedru na bia ne nso won contact ne ya pass wo contact number no why you be beginner or be beginner of the intermediate who facility enema, but you get your poise your can say usi kan so wo e dey ya o percentage dey also be the ubenya se okra na wo sika so a ubetima set up a gari factory by adding value to no 10 acres no nti June so na wonya o machine from China na wonya little price bia o person dey ubedi up. Or you can seek those now muye da omuchi garin dada. Nene omunko agreement. Ne entu garin fa koma womo. No mo nyama ne tu omuka. Say the openi kan no. The picture na big, but also shall say having the narrow. Say next idea the horizon on earth. So the one need with the influence here.
Charles Abacho, minim ebia me network beti akwa minim dia, but maminka asem ketewa bi minjina platform yi nyina so na menda Mr. Felix ase meni ni di nkomo bi, and consulting him and talking to him was one of the best thing that ever happened. And Mr. Felix we dey nanke say minisa meka, but there was a meka na amanfo hu say enye nyansa na enye yi nyinaa na enye bibia na minim, but when I need help, there are people on the platform you can approach. Said yeah, obi approach me no so problem me boa no. He really have done well. I really appreciate you taking time to help me in that direction. Inti medasi. But you would tip Mr. Pamford so nka ono so na mi hiam wa bi wano ho Ghana. He also did a very marvelous job. With that nti meda mpanimfoɔ no nyinaa ase kakra mɛka no no meda ase.
Mr. Ferris and Mr. Pamford, I mean Shram, SOS Ebusian in Adamase. Anti said you see Nimono. Me the link na me the email na SOS email na to so person over join your WhatsApp community na offer so obeti me aba your WhatsApp community Facebook page no so ho you post every day be ya bo modern so be read this you post any time menka say be a lose time read and say be for my own interest but maybe a post at to be no so I should be ready analyze it because you don't know ebe okay ebe frappe na me nhyiramo ye beto yesa fra Mr. Ferris ono na ejedu eda na sisisi eyo nti momo yento yesa fra no Mr. Ferris nso si obi a oye author watwere book a eye sustainable agriculture farming practices so eno so e wo Amazon nti se opese wokọ farm mu a even senyesa wokoye producer kora na sa wo intermediate kora na I will advise you so be read these 3 books here makamfo yamawe because se wo a wo intermediate no wo read these books now could do farmer na wo ni sa knowledge na then you give that knowledge to that farmer na the farmer will be able to produce more and when the production goes up na wo so sika de ekwa onyame share so wa like video no onyame share so wa share video no no subscribe Mr. Ferris mpacho yebo akwaba.
Yo, Mr. Charles, it's your chair, Biaso.
Ebusianfo eje so ye da asenso so ewo se Mr. Du so be hwe wachira kwa na wode wo na leje no so no ede tutu yie ma on so ni aje nyame nhira nti ubetimi akoso
Yo, Meadow Biase, Mr. Du, that's it pa penfo so makasa ye da umunyina se nana Mr. Menu michiao Mr. Kwamed Msombaye on simichiano chio bia
but wo wachira ototo bo de me hu
ya checho bia emsem penfo aka kakra me de beka ho no se business day, agribusiness day, it cut across a lot of things. So it cut across a lot of things. Near say ubehu the area we person focus on. So na can you start small. Your money doors untumi ye nyina. Nti no I was so hwehwe near interest na we focus so e we no ho more. Notwithstanding no say we share the category of people are or more enter into agribusiness you were beginners. So you were beginners no and you say now so to was na u study environment no u study the market trend so study what goes on a lot in your community and as in the area now u share a friend what people have already done, what was successful, what wasn't successful. In at the end there's also a little bit of market analysis. So the fact that we are interested in something doesn't mean say it will move in the area or one. So a little bit of market analysis now share the trend. Until you beginner farmer there, you have a lot of things to learn before and sana you get into any production. We read the economics. They tell you that before you even start producing, you have to look at the market first. So, because who produce na marketing in your one share untumi and ton produce na be yoka. Into the most important thing is obe share market no. Na ye wo muso a omo e knowledge ni dada. So they have started farming. Or more farming him that they have been farming maybe a year, 2 years, 3 years. So they have a little bit of experience of what they are doing. So they can also share the experiences, their challenges, and then they might also on so they need, if they want to expand their business, they also need training. Intina your friend the workshops, man now field or friend ag field day. Seminars, workshops, now kusiani and crofo now they are counting. So if you want to expand, now you want crofo so mono farming, they are not interested in farming, but they are interested in investment. So so you will be an investor. Now you should be our partner to get into farming. Also will be onim grounds, no name the kind of crops and answer the kind of animal livestock able to me sell it. Then you partner with that person. So maybe any partner he will never even step at the field, but or the resources ever boa made man ekoso. Intino say you are interested in agribusiness as any American earlier no. There are a lot of areas about me focus on. At Dawson, it is numerous, it's uncountable. So, but you can't do everything at the same time. Oko feel that we a farmer, ube to me, moko, pepper, you can grow a lot of things. So, but a bedu baby na feed the processing kahon. A bedu baby now pesa would or friend and export ekahon. A bedu baby na opesa would marketing ekahon. So to who say a building kakra, but it take time, consistency. You have to be very determined, and you have to be conscious of everything. And more importantly, you have to be very, very intentional. It will business now, so because one year is open shots big, and then later no, you'll start struggling. So whatever stage I will be no, if we are entering into business, just start small. Small no doesn't mean you are not going to make money. That is not what it means. It means it doesn't mean we started small, you are not making profit. No. So after we gain enough knowledge about what you want to do, so we started small. You realize you are advancing. You are advancing in knowledge, you are advancing in skills, you are advancing in production in every aspect. So now and then the profit in the and the more profit by then. It is not about cultivating the whole 50 acres of land. No. Ubu to me, Ubu or cultivate 10 acres of land. But Onyashi in film, Ubu also cultivate 2-3 acres of land. Skill binyano. Ebebronia or cultivate 10 acres. No. Because of the knowledge and skills and in your day. Intena yeka says start small. Tim the besi ha. Na Mr. Benifoso so that's it.
Yo, senior, we can for Mr. Ferris in a day on some message abano. Said the year cano starting small no fairly say be we here in our ocean see here for a share small. The long term steward and a shall say they small. The long term dreamer and a shall say they small. The legacy builders and a shall say small. Intina seja and I said the name is Jedu Kano. Say emotion from an ebana bucket to a chassis to be a fable and say a more than ding a who's over na walk on a fauso. Sapa pepe. Nti Mr. Mwada, mama inti message way. Ya betu yen ye penny on so ye ka omwa omu good farmers na expert na on so no ewo ho. Is a say good farming na pese ko mu a ene waba SOS no. Ye mo akwa subscribe to YouTube channel no. Ne like video no, ne share. Ne bra me ntu na momom. WhatsApp community ho. Oba betima be join Facebook page nso ho. Mmanko share good farming abra untie dem semenu ewo ma wo. Ebe yo so ye dey. Wo se umre. But so be se umre ene. Since obeka me hu ya anka. Agribusiness in Ghana. Why you must start small today? Ye de ma ye penny o kasa wi a na se fija e fi nso ye dey. Asa. Obeni
Yes, sir.
Edi mu ye mu akwa abanyami sure say wa de wa twen na wonya botre na mpenifo de omo de aba na so de o de bewie to.
So I had say, you buy high addition, you know. Also, tap knowledge now one for be a day, but also the actual there, you know, and mostly because every day be an issue there, you know, was a name of a Uti among for bones and one almost okay. That means you are on the right path. You
So
know, me, you know, specific say be a growth livestock and I say but me put to say a DNT and I say and for so ben I'll be near so start here there more and for so ben and because I'd say yeah that's where I'm for say one way I know a koboka starting baby one way I know when you say the okay. What about so starting the science so na a kuye man na obeka say na mo waka say e was starting kakra na bia ne akọ me starting 100 acres abomo ma me mai na how do you weigh that so me free benefits are free small starting small on a small scale no benefits that doesn't mean to be you know only wakonya contract bi na yesi koye bi kese na ofo say sa na best start here me stop away but me dey me hwe me nua no ma starting to any benefit wo my and between and the na make and me the first na me and say I was say usumi ade and was scale o BBM you know small farming and they allow more ubeti niam be brase so we crop farmer ubeti soil na say we livestock how we manage the local market the demand enhance experience, you know, so many things are possible for farming. I work out what boama and I draw. I'm on the night, baby, the 980 kind. But at the end, I'll be a bra, wait any ho. If you are told that, and imagine that, oh, Moabia say 100, what synchronizing one and my best 100 also move for me maybe 20 I work on one I do maybe even 5 and your problem and I do now now the now be so practicing one and out two number near Cassia 100 now you can say how much you know so that is what we learn before we scale right and another one about better management and control so crops need also and I say more than also which man monitor health no we prevent disease we manage input and yema would be come we maintain quality if you are afraid on sako kwaso o di kan ho I think that the first day I buy a dream why lower financial risk because at the end of also financial risk, and yet high. And then last week, America say sister be starting with 40 or 20 years. If you say the second no, and or they cut off 40 right now, actually more on the farm. It will be until the 5 they started here, and the 2 year. Don't compare that one to 40 or 20 years. Until we trade the lower financial risk. That being said, no, ubet me any example from lower end, no, ubos the name may cost you. If you start to say, oh, go higher kakra, maybe be able to boom because they have to be pay. I'm a me lower and I may go higher, for a cough, higher, maybe be boom. But the lesson we bring the up every day because you're bahana, this one the first thing. I'm not for sure more life experience. Yembaham be dry and no my Yembaham brag. They have go through the air catcher. And you what starting small, oh, go in him, maybe able to 10, 20, 30. Maybe still be messy upon experience now. Because of the number one, the year attack can say management. You need Nipa na year juma. And no matter how winning Nipa, be our farm be him say. And Nipa no mu year juma farm help near the other. And then the number one issue why you power Ghana. And Ghana, we are because any part of what training no odo any afun so. Of so you be a pepe no. Unim there to no fie and unim there all go through and unim there or the few songs and anything. We bet me at all or the few no the ye be a coso. O down when you be our do some. So far amount for story the thing be brave. It means started project be brave. Besides financing, the next issue of our nipa. No we juma. And right now, the big crowd were juma no person obiemu, but when you nipa, obetimi no be a juma. So management is a very, very key role when it comes to 5 pillars I a farmer. Management is number one. So we have to find a way. That is what I see. Say, over my nipa no, over incorporate your more business. Mama say they have to be like an asset ownership in what you are doing. And then because you are a full officer of a Jumano one, and I'm a skill woman, and the man who say, obey, yen send a yenny dear pepe. But your uncle also you almost skin album one. You almost skin at the onion training, so that is the part of the business now. Risk now you take, see the guys, it's up there. Another one to say, flexibility to adjust. Who said at the end of the last one, I think we have a condo Nkrumah. I feel me who said if you are land and I'm a codi and a whole new good for Nkrumah, but they rather good for Meku. But my prepare me be towards Nkrumah to see I be media. I feel I didn't say a dose one. Mini flexibility I may be adjusted. But say land and no soon be a static Caribbean. Maybe I can adjust the next turn around. So, okay, you know what? Nkrumah but my main from a film. Maybe I'm a kunai. But imagine say me starting here be 100 acres and I'm doing Nkrumah a starting here. My flexibility to turn around to adjust only. At the same time, financial risk really high. So you have to see say also test land no who the can because no matter so for land no what to an what they are soil tax amount yes soil anyway papa could read they already a book no and you know the cost was as so they are going to share as soon as they be about our better no and I feel no was as no amount we that's all we say you have visibility studies make soil test massa soil test what they never eventually also be able to make a bro, bit maybe I feel what is animal do a question now might be a mouse story for So I grow on the form, you know, at the end of chef from a piaba, now bokama, now mawabano. And then you know, say, I feel now you are in business. Marketing test, so at the end also now testing marketing now easy, maybe I'll cook a crowd and when you create best 10 B. The create 10 year, what they test marketing no they for oh me could like a crowd now man for to a crowd now rest and how they test yeah. So be come be present a man for the be a drama market pa Muhammad who ni ade dey send there that time the when e can nya bury because who could ade no nim the other be now ba be blame president no there that means aboka already and also lower starting cost be how we be as liberal be first nsu abɛyɛ nneɛma a ɔbɛyi ne nyinaa nsu a nti osan bɛtumi akɔkɔ aso ahoɔ tumi ayɛ saa so I would say mpanyinfoɔ akasa bebree but o summarize saa nneɛma wei nyinaa na ne nyinaa na factor into the benefit nti ɛwɔ sɛ wɔ start small me ndwene the negative partners to say there are so many things that betumi akɔ wrong if you start small. And there are so many things. Which means I lucky. I'm always started big crown a big boom. But you check when you check percentage. Almost started this year and off because say factors a woman transportation seed extension officers veterinary services. Marketing in the mind, it costs one for the Nippon be breed. Your friend is a complaining, oh, they might be breed. I won't make you think, say, oh, dear, we are so unique, says, and name a cost the being count. We are the baby count. I was attending Kakaka now, Tia say, who call anymore. We gaining confidence, no, because your person will be able to starting BB. Not the ever fun in this 1 2 need no losing confidence no guy and until the say start small gain the experience you will lose some but the portion itself will win greater not even I to us to not I don't know so before say it doesn't but I think say a man for Kasama summarizing that this is how I should say thank you.
Penny, you making up pushing your phone in a name na elsewhere that's in your minstrel. Me pa much out Yami Adman next week. Say a cat in Sunsanswa, meaning so kai, sa where you are, a takan de be a Sunsanswa, a Sunsanswa. Next week, Rebecca Safa on your topic, no. In Sunsanswa, a walk. Ye nneɛma bi ɛyɛ no wɔ farming mu no me de hyɛ wadwum kakraa bi nti sɛ sɛ yɛ mobɔ yɛ ho amaneɛ nka nkyɛ sɛ kyɛle ɛnyɛ farming ko ne yɛka na ɛso asi hɔ even business normal no because ɛyɛ adeɛ a deɛ yɛka no na ɛyɛ farming mu no wobɛtumi use the same typical example no ɛde akɔ agribusiness from agribusiness wobɛtumi de akɔ production ne biribi mu a ɛde wobɛ sɛ wɔyɛ dɛ wode yɛ nti nka sɛ ɛyɛ farming particularly. One day we will talk about this. And in Susan, so I can't the word in Susan Swan. Now me adman next week. Rebecca Safa home. Inti Emma we free. Catcher unia no a kano. Mabacho wa own like here no like my na a share so subscribe so I'm so say need you share subscribe my na a follow your Facebook page never kind join a WhatsApp community never boy. Yeda abusuafo nyina ase mo a mutimi ba mo a mutimi ama mbahwe na chire mo a mutimi comment ya mo ma ye ma makwaba ye ma me doris afi na onso aba ye makwaba sinya comment yeda asinyame sure ase da bia also o test na o support dwumadie no yeda is senior Rashid ase yeda ye ma me Mary ase yeda prospect ye abusuafo wo ye efo obibini Jawajo, we need to show no ama. and metumi chairman why and now go the title be by mintimi hwe me by the way obibi ni African as if YouTube channel momo de asa boko hwe senior comment or strategy for base also ni YouTube channel no ejadu a okasa akane no also ye edus deep dive and so aqua farms and so on YouTube and any Facebook page or so na books na me kan so no momo de ni de yen hwe kira kwan Mr. Menu Ponche no wa unyi bi ne de wa nkasa ojejereje me nyanwe bi but me hu nipa aribi am odi ho adanse nti say me da bia na me so ho so da yese so me kono so akọ de akonya me de no masa me nkwa no say yen kra kra o re o say ya be nkwa o ni nyina say aponche na ene de yere adanko oho a kama ye maame sakmak ni mbayire bayire na wotu so guso wa opese okodua bie no nim bayire mpo no aye ready so ohia bia ofre sakmak ya obetimi ama bayire ni mpo ni bi na so watimi kwakodua na wososo adimanya de so enti wa opese okobayire no mo opese mudua bayire wo sak mu no muma sakmak asotia obema mo bayire mponi bi na mozoso motime dua na osaka enti menka se woni land ende nyamia do mabusuafo aye bi me de menye bi but abusuafo aye bi amiye hu se yetimi dua bayire ewo botom enti bomodi na nsoso no wote akra na wobetimi aye ewo wofie animu osora no pa wotwetwero sia ensuo na wodi twetwero sia no wo pro wonu mu wie na betimi hwie egum eno baba beye de irrigation ama obayire no onyame nhyira obi bia baby bia obi mu nchia na yede chia wono yeda mose mamu nsuro momento nkoso ne beyi eduru bia na etinsi abako anim mijudi eduru bia edin but tokoso open number so kasa na okay yo enti yedi besia nyame adma next week Friday nsunso adiwe was here me kana wenti se me kan na ya mame mutaka ya papa mutaka openi bia was se me kan nyame adma next week sansunso no ena ya be kasa fa ho nyame hira mo so person ni di nkomo a ye de ne nkeno ato bio paso nebra na ye ni nkomo kakra bi na ye mpenimfo ensori na ye da mase. Bye bye.